This will be the final video we'll make for customizing our interface before we get started drawing. First off, let's talk about toolbars. Toolbars hold all of the tools we see within their respective panels under the ribbon. The only difference is that they're displayed all the time and located directly on the drawing space for quick access. Some of the common toolbars that we'll use and will remain on the screen will be the Draw toolbar, the Modify toolbar, and the Dimension toolbar. We'll access our toolbars by simply typing -toolbar. The first thing it prompts us is which specific toolbar we would like to have. We could type directly to a toolbar that we know we need, or we could simply type standard to get the standard toolbar. It will also ask us for the position of where we would like it. We would like it to show on the left side, or simply type L. Position is fine just at 0, 0. Now we have the standard toolbar on the left side of our modeling space, as you can see here. We can always right-click and bring up a list of all other toolbars that are available to us. The ones that we have said that we want specifically will be Draw, Modify, and Dimension. We don't necessarily need the standard toolbar. It's just if you are not sure which toolbar you need, you can always use this one to give you the toolbar options. You can always remove a toolbar anytime by simply clicking the X on the far side of the toolbar. We're going to align our toolbars on the left side of the modeling space. Now that we have our toolbars laid out, we'll want to set up our layers. Layers are used to distinguish the details of each line and maintain a clear and uniform appearance throughout our modeling. Under the ribbon and the Layers panel, we can click Layer Properties to be able to show us which layers we currently have in our saved template. We're going to quickly set up some of the basic layers that are used in modeling. I'll show you how to set up the first, then you can pause to set up the rest of the layers that we need. We'll start with a simple wall layer. Having the wall set to a specific color can allow us to distinguish what is a wall when our model gets more detailed. We'll set it to have a dark blue color. You can choose any color you want, but be mindful the color you choose needs to be easily recognizable for what you're using it for. We'll leave the rest of the settings for this line type and thickness to default and continuous. So I'll speed up this next section of me setting up the rest of these layers, and then you can add them yourself. Some of these layers may not quite make sense if you're not familiar with using layers, but I promise that as we work through modeling in future videos, we'll use each of these, and I'll explain them as we go. So as you can see, we have about 10 layers here for things like walls, doors, windows, and annotations. I've left all of them at the default line type, which is a continuous line, and the default line weight as well. You don't necessarily need to use the same colors that I did, but these are pretty standard for these layer types. Last of all, we want to be able to use our settings later, so we don't have to redo them every time we want to start a new model. We will save this model while there is nothing actually drawn as a template. Just as if we were saving this as a regular model, we save, but instead we'll choose template. You may save it directly into the Autodesk template folder, or you could save it anywhere else you'd like, just somewhere that you'll be able to access later. So, if the computer you're on currently will wipe everything once it restarts, you'll want to save this either to a flash drive or on your network drive. Next time, we'll actually start drawing and use our tools.